Are you at a crossroads? You're thinking that maybe your life is changing directions. Maybe you're supposed to take a new path. Well, we're going to talk about that in your morning cup of inspiration. This is a tough time of year for me. It was 2 years ago at this time. The leaves were like this beautiful fall weather. And that was the time when my wife Beth was dying and getting ready to go to her eternal home. And so I feel myself the last few days really missing her, remembering certain days and what happened. And it's been rough. But you know, the other day my mom sent me a birthday present that reminded me of what I was going through as far as feeling a new direction in my life. She gave me this box, and it has the verse Jeremiah 29:11. I don't know if you can see that, a sailboat, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." You know, during the 3-year battle with cancer that my wife was undergoing, I was feeling something happening inside of me and feeling called to do something. And after she passed, I was pretty clear on what that calling was. It was Fearless Faith Ministries. We're here today. And my two best friends, Brian and Terry, who are involved with me here, you know them, they stayed with me after everyone left. After the funeral, they stayed with me for that week. And on Friday of that week, I took them to lunch and I shared with them what I felt God was calling me to do. And it resonated with them. And they both immediately said, "We want in." And I kind of felt that they would. So I'm so fortunate to be able to do this ministry with my two best friends. But that's how God was changing the direction of my life. I was seeing that there was a greater purpose, that her passing and her death was very sad and very difficult, but I felt like God was doing something in me and that I was supposed to take what I learned about Him and His faithfulness, and I was supposed to use that to do something good and to do it in her honor. So that was the birth of Fearless Faith, and all of you have come along beside us. Thank you for your support. Any support you could give us financially, your prayer support, you know, there is a donate button. We would appreciate it. But, you know, God's doing something through this ministry, and I'm sure that it's the right thing for me and for my friends. So maybe He's doing that with you. Maybe you're just not feeling the direction you're going in is right. Pay attention to that. And I want to close with reading a couple of verses. You know, one verse is in Psalms. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." So make sure you're listening to that still small voice. And then in Psalm chapter 16, verse 11, "You have made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence and with eternal pleasures at your right hand." So when you're going in the right way, God will fill you with that joy. So keep that in consideration today. Let me pray for you. Lord, I pray for everyone who's maybe feeling like there's a new direction for them. Help them to know your plan, that you have plans for them, and that there's a purpose for them being here. And I pray that you'll help them to discover that. And I pray these things in thy name. Amen. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon for another morning cup of inspiration. God bless.